First, there's always the general questions like, do you have ISO 27001 certification? And do you have that from a certification body that's governed by the country accredited organization? In the UK, that's UCAS, but you are really very much like ISO 9001, you are looking for certification that has an appropriate scope, but also is provided by a certifying body governed by, in this case, UCAS in the UK. That means that it will have validity in an international arena. Secondly, one of the most important things that we think in terms of securing applications across the board is, does the vendor support identity federation? Because that management of users and the user lifecycle is absolutely fundamental to security in the cloud. And your vendors must give you the opportunity to manage your users centrally and to remove them from all applications simultaneously if, for example, they leave your organization. And then from then on, you really are able to ask a lot of those very specific questions about things like encryption that Drew mentioned, about failover and resilience, with some general questions that are quite specific to AWS. So can you demonstrate compliance with the AWS well-architected framework? Drew mentioned the 5 pillars. And as an organization, we're committed to meeting or exceeding the standards that AWS set, but they are an important baseline for customers in terms of an assurance of quality and resilience and security. Similarly, the compliance with the CIS AWS Foundation benchmark and with the AWS Foundational Security best practices can be measured and monitored within the AWS environment. Those tools are available to vendors. So you can ask those questions and expect to get positive answers about their extent of their compliance and the degree to which they meet or exceed those standards. So this is changing the worldview and the nature of the assessments that customers can do and should do when evaluating vendors. We're seeing increasing maturity in the questions that customers are asking and really a much better understanding of cybersecurity. This is really good, but it's really important to take a holistic view of security across your organization, as well as the individual security of one vendor. I hope that's given you an impression of where the industry is headed and the kind of capabilities that AWS can offer and that we offer as a vendor supported by AWS.